Well, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This last week has kind of sucked. We're stuck in a boatyard with a busted transmission during the coldest week Florida has seen in a decade. But we are determined to make the best of it. Because even on the crappiest of days, we're still just out here chasing a dream. And things are starting to look up. The sun is back out, it's actually above freezing, and we just reunited with our dog Marley after 2 long weeks apart. And man, we've missed this little chunk. It's been kind of difficult switching gears after the excitement of our 10-day trip, where everything was so exciting and new and go, 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 to being stationary and cooped up in the boatyard. But it kind of forces us to start tackling some of our to-do list items. We are going to be making Marley his own plank to walk on to get on and off the boat. I went to Home Depot earlier and I got this board. It is 18 inches across and 6 feet long and a half inch thick. So I'm gonna add some kind of like ladder rungs to it to give him some grip, and then I did get some like non-slip carpeting to put in between. The difficult thing is if he's actually going to feel comfortable using it. This is kind of a temporary solution while we're here in the boatyard. I'd like to get something more waterproof that folds away at some point, but those ramps are freaking expensive, and all in, this ramp cost us $45, so it'll do for now. No returning these now. So hopefully this works. Yeah, Mommy's making you a plank to walk on. What do you think? You like this? Yeah. Oh, look! You know the drill. Look, you're natural. Ready, and here she is. This is the first prototype. Yes. Oh, he's so good. The bravest boy in the whole world. Come on. Brave, good boy. Oh, what?
Good
Got
job.
it. Good boy. Yeah.
There he
You
is.
got it.
Good boy.
So brave. Go ahead,
Come on.
Bubba. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, he's so scared. You think the food will do it?
Absolutely.
Oh, the strawberries. Oh goodness, Dada, strawberries, juicy strawberries. Oh my god.
Oh, that was quick.
All right, well, he can be bribed easily by strawberries. He's got it now.
Well, today is the first nice day. In about a week, it has been an absolute show for the last week. We first off blew our transmission. That was fun. We broke a bunch of other things in our first 10 days of training that we have to fix. It dropped down to 22 degrees for like 4 or 5 straight days here in Florida, and we don't have electricity because we fried our inverter on day 1, which means we don't have heat. We, in our downtime, spent a lot of time and money building up our spares and getting all the stuff that we need. We've got spares for everything now. That's literally what most of this clutter is. It's just oils and greases and lubricants and brake clean and carb clean and WD-40. Lots of WD-40. So we have all the stuff now. Hopefully that's the most expensive part, is stocking the boat for the first time, kind of like provisioning for the first time.
And our transmission. That was a fun one.
But will be nice going to foreign countries now, knowing that that thing should be solid. That
Right.
transmission lasted 30 years.
Right.
That was the original one.
While this sucks, we are really trying to find the silver lining in all of it. And the situation sucks, but the timing is about as good as it could be. Where the transmission blew out, that we were close to a yard that had space for us, that they actually had the transmission to replace. So yeah, as crappy as it is, this is probably best case scenario with what we had happen. And we're gonna take advantage of being in a boatyard, having access to 120 on a post right outside, and being able to work on the boat without having to dinghy back and forth. So yeah, today we're going to be productive. We're going to work on our anchor system, our chain out there, hopefully start on the outboard, and at some point I need to clean this mess of a house. So yeah, let's get started on projects. We're going to start with our anchoring system, which, if you remember from our previous videos, was a massive source of headaches on our recent trip. plan is to remove all the chain, clean it up and put some rust prevention on it, and remark it so we have an accurate idea of how much chain we're actually putting out. Because the previous measurements definitely were not accurate.
It's not heavy.
I'm no rust expert, but I feel like it's a little more rust than I feel super comfortable with since this is our tether to the ocean floor. I mean, some sections aren't bad, and then others are just like super rusty.
We're gonna stick with it. I don't have another $1,200 to spend on a chain right now. So now we're gonna mark it every 25 feet because the other guy just did paint. And I see a lot of people on YouTube doing paint, but it washes off, and I do not want to do this task again. We decided to use this polypropylene rope, this line. It's tough. This is gonna spend a lot of time in water, so this stuff is kind of like mold and mildew resistant. And so what we're doing is basically weaving it through like this every 25 feet. We didn't get like different colors for 25, 50, 100. You'll just have to do the math. Hey, I saw 4 yellows come out. We're at 100 feet. But I only bought 12 of these because I thought for sure we'd have at least 300 feet. And we have like 350 plus feet. 360, 370, something like that.
I guess we'll just know when it gets to the end. You just guess after that last one.
If we were putting out 300 feet of chain at 5 to 1, I mean, what is that? 5 to 1? I mean, you're pretty deep anchoring. We've only anchored at like 15 feet. But yeah, man, if we're putting out 350 feet of chain,
we got other issues.
Probably, yeah.
Done. Okay. And now on to the worst part of this job. Well, this is fun. Cleaning out our anchor locker, which has got years of grime and mold all over it.
My anchor locker's disgusting. Don't zoom in on it. It's disgusting. This is primal. This is animalistic right now. I can like hear myself digesting. Let's switch jobs. You do the anchor locker, I'll do the chain.
No, I thought you were gonna handle all of the anchor stuff. I'm about to go work on the outboard.
Dude, there's nothing better than their chicken minis. Snagged.
You're an enabler.
Here's an athlete.
Enabler.
Oh, so much better.
Never been inside one of these. We're gonna figure out how this thing works. Looks surprisingly like my lawnmowers when I was a kid, except for it's got a propeller and this bottom thing attached to it. Let's start with something easy. We're gonna start with the oil change because I should be able to figure out how that one goes. Alright, what are we looking at? Somewhere around there. And now, look at that. That's a perfect hole. Changed the oil already. We changed the fuel filter. Now I want to do these spark plugs. I don't have a deep socket. So hopefully one of the guys has something I can borrow and they're feeling generous. Otherwise, that's not coming off today. All right, Scott coming through clutch. This is as close as we're gonna get for the deep socket. Boom, works. Does that count as dirty? I'll say yeah. Yeah. Time to replace. And there we have a little carburetor. All right, we're gonna slowly take this thing apart. Long day of learning. Made some big mistakes today. Took the carburetor out and that took the longest amount of time banging to try to get all the pins, and then one of them had corroded, so that took literally 2 hours to get the last pin out to do the float pin. Sucks. And in all of my banging around trying to get that thing knocked loose, one of the screws that I thought I had screwed on tight dropped out. Tiny little brass guy is supposed to be sitting right over the top there, and I don't know where it went. Tuck my tail between my legs and go back to the marine parts store and say, "You got one of these brass screws laying around?" Please?
And they'll say, yeah, you left one on the floor yesterday when you came in.
I hope so.
Well, we didn't finish today, but that's okay. Projects always take longer than you think they're going to. And for now, we are going to take cold showers here in the boat because we haven't been able to turn the engine on, so we don't have hot water. But yeah, cold showers, some meatballs for dinner, and some wine tonight, and revisit tomorrow. But Nick killed it.
Don't say that. We said we were going to do 3 things today, and we didn't even finish one of them.
Everything takes longer than you think it's going to. You crushed it. You've never done something like that before. It's good. Half of it's learning. Marley's freaking out because it's dinner time.
Problem.
What do you want? You want your kibbies? You want your kibbies? Oh my god. Is he hungry? I got 2 hungry boys to feed, so we're going to make some dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. Excuse my scarf. The boat next to us is working on fiberglass projects, so there's just like fiberglass floating around in the air, which I don't love. While Nick is finishing our outboard, I am going to work on rewiring our Windlass solenoid box. So we got 2 brand new shiny ones. One will be a spare, and then this is the one that we're going to be installing tonight. Like, look at all this in the air. So this is what allows our anchor to get pulled up and drop down. This is the power behind our windlass. Right now, only one side of our windlass is working, so we are having to rewire it between the up and down position every time we put down anchor and want to take it back up, which was super stressful during training whenever we had to drop anchor in the middle of the channel and we did not have the ability to do it automatically with the windlass. So anyway, we're fixing that problem today. Positive, M1 and M2. I definitely want to read the instructions, make sure we've got proper size wiring, because this is a big load. It's 100, let's see, what is the fuse on this? 150 amp fuse on this. So there's a lot of power that goes through this thing to actually get it to pull that heavy anchor up. So let's see. So I was going through the wiring to figure out what goes to what, and I noticed just some corrosion on our terminals for the foot pedals. Let me show you guys. Up here. It's wet under here, it's damp, everything in a marine environment eventually corrodes. So, good rule of thumb, I'm down here doing the work anyway, might as well go the extra step and clean those off, put some tough gel on those posts and make sure we're getting a good connection there. Just triple checking. This is our fuse. It's 150 amps, there's a lot of electricity that goes through the sucker. So it is in the off position before I start cranking all on these connections. It's a good idea, huh, Moo? Yeah. Yeah, my little project manager hanging with me today.
Day 2. I need a win. I need to finish this one. Rebuilt carburetor looking good, minus 1 lost bolt. Here's the crew chief. This is the last piece. So we need to replace this plate, right? Replace the impeller. Here's basically the plate that we're going to be replacing on top there. A new cup that basically fits inside this housing that we're going to end up replacing. New O-ring and the impeller itself. So, kind of cleaned out the sand and mud, which honestly might have been me. We had one day when we were first starting with it where we grounded the dinghy a bit. But, let's see, what are we going to start with? There we go.
Hard thing is I don't remember if we have it wired correctly or not. Like I said, we were switching it back and forth between up and down because we only had one solenoid that was working. But I mean, worst case scenario, we just give it a shot and see what happens. I guess it's not worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is I screw this up and I electrocute myself. That was a joke. Power's off. All right. This thing is dying on me. Oh, why does nothing work in this boat? those wires were so crusty that as soon as I, can you just point where I want you to go? Took it off, I was just taking the nut off, and it just crusted right off. So we're gonna replace the terminals too. Still looks green. Maybe we should just replace that line.
All right, dude, we need a quick win here. Was wailing on this friggin' water pump housing. And I was like, man, this just doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I should need a hammer for this job. So I called the Yamaha replacement place and the parts store. They were like, yeah, dude, that should just be pliers. It should be greased up. You probably need a new one. It's corroded and crusted over. So got a new one, and hopefully this goes a lot smoother. All right, the lower unit is done. This took way longer than I thought it was gonna take. I thought this would be like an hour, and I wasted about an hour of time just trying to figure out that one part was broken. But everything's been a Yamaha lubed up, and now we're going to attach this back to the bottom, and we can then fill in the, what do you call it, the lower gear oil. And that should be it. Then I just gotta go try to find a carburetor thing.
Disassemble this. All right, old box is done. Yeah, this thing was beat to hell. Look at that. Out with the old, in with the new. Kind of rocking with old hand-me-downs from my dad. Thank God he's here in Florida. He did bring us the tools, because yeah, we don't have anything. Love, I might need your help. Slightly below where he had.
We should anchor locker open with the top as well.
Yeah. Okay, you're good. You can let go. Should hold it for now. Yeah. We are finishing a damn project today. Do we think the last way we had it was the correct way? My favorite electrical game, guess and check.
Here, try shifting it to neutral.
We are so freaking close. Get your hands greasy, girl. See, projects are so much more fun when we do them together. Also, I don't know how I actually would have done this part without you. You need two hands to take this thing off.
Just say you need me, baby.
Oh my god. All this filming just to get like a 10-minute video showing an idiot working on a engine. This is definitely not a tutorial, people. How did I get those off? Oh shit. Hey now, look at that.
The way this looks like this works, this like doesn't make sense to me that you would go from the bottom, but everyone online says to do it like this, and they sold me this part, so I think I plugged this in there.
That's kind of cool.
Lower gear case lube.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god. What's grabbing?
Plug her up.
You guys done fiddling with that outboard yet?
Dude! Dude, I spent 2 hours on the carburetor, and then the last pin, dude, I was getting violent with it. I was taking a hammer to it, beating it because I couldn't figure out how to get it out. Another bolt that I didn't tighten all the way must have flown off in my hand, and I can't find it. It's somewhere in the boatyard.
Like I told you, like for some people they say failure is not an option, for others it's a lifestyle. Lifestyle, baby.
That's what it feels like over here, dude.
Well, did you watch Captain Ron yet?
No, I decided to break more things, Scott.
Motherfucker.
I'm just on one over here.
I blame it all on not watching Captain
I know you do.
Was that much supposed to come out?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, I'm not a professional.
Should we just grab lunch?
Yes. Tell us to the camera how we're doing such a good job of saving money.
We attempt to be on a budget, and then, you know, we pass by all the Chick-fil-A's and the Taco Bells. We're also supposed to be on a diet. You can see how that's going.
It is officially 2-0 to the Outboard. I am losing. What I thought was a simple screw that had fallen out and gotten lost somewhere in the boatyard turned out to be the main jet.
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but...
Turns out the main jet is quite important for the carburetor and the engine to function properly. And did the Yamaha store have it? No. Does anyone in the United States seem to have it through the Yamaha dealership? Also no. How long does it take to get the part order from Japan? About a month. But after some Googling, we did find one available from a place called Boat Parts Marketplace on eBay. Suffice to say, I will not be finishing. This was supposed to be just simple maintenance. But we'll be rowing the dinghy from here on out, at least for the next few days. I would really like to get a 2-stroke instead of a 4-stroke, just easier to work on, easier parts availability around the world, like the dealer network. It's just easier with a 2-stroke than the 4. Honestly, just want to take a nap and pretend that didn't happen, but we have more projects. So now the windlass and the anchor chain and the road, that's what we got to finish today. Here we go. Corrosion block was recommended as like a waxy substance you can spray on after you've kind of cleaned if you don't have the chance to like re-galvanize. Now we're just trying to get this last little protective layer. Wow, that was a quick way to spend $28.
We think part of the reason portions of our chain were a bit rustier than others is because we had some standing water in the anchor locker. The way it drains to the bilge, there's a few inches where water can gather, so we're going to try putting a couple layers of this rubber drainage mat in the bottom to see if it helps. Alright, so a few layers of that, and yeah, this chain should sit on top of it so it's not sitting in a puddle. It's about flush with the top of the hole. So now it's time to put our anchor chain back in. 3 days later, and we're finally reinstalling the chain and testing our new anchoring system. All right, she's on.
You got it right, bub.
We didn't film any of this, but Nick also greased up our windlass. It was super crusty.
Oh. It works. That is what's supposed to happen in case of emergency.
Oh, good job, bud.
So you can imagine Blaine's surprise when we're about to hit a bridge and he comes up here and does this thing. He's like, what the fuck? It's supposed to drop. Oh.
Look at that. Wow, finally a project finished. Oh, that feels good. Woo! One win. Yeah. She's looking pretty. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around, guys. Wow. The projects might not be as exciting as being out on the water, but this is the work that makes the rest of it happen. How's it feel? One full system accomplished. Finally.
Today is the day we're finally getting our new transmission installed after a week of sitting in the boatyard.
3 hours later.
We will not be leaving the boatyard today. We have to replace our throttle, and that could have been the reason why our transmission blew in the first place. So,
looks like we're spending another week in the yard, which means more projects. Nick is servicing the winches.
It took me like 3 hours per winch.
And I'm making custom lead cloths with my mom.
Can't have my girl rolling out of the bed.
And we're finally getting the green light to leave the boatyard and get this girl back out on the water. As always, thanks for watching, friends, and a big shout out to the names here on the screen for supporting this channel through our memberships. We're going to be posting additional behind-the-scenes content there soon, so if that's something you're interested in, or if you just want to support two noobs on their journey to becoming actual sailors, you can join the crew over on our memberships tab.
he's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute.
Happy sailing, friends. We'll see you next week.